Aloha, folks. Welcome back to Talk Story with Tom. I'm your host, Tom. Today we are going to be doing some Oscar recap, but we're really here for one thing and one thing only, and that is a review of Bridgerton season 2.
Wait,
So come,
what?
so come join us. So hey guys, want to welcome back my. Oh, actually, before I introduce my guest, be sure to click on the subscribe buttons. Please like, comment below, and let us know what we can do better as a show. But help support us. Our little little channel here and on YouTube and so. But want to welcome back my guest, Dave Owen. How you doing, Dave?
Good. How are you?
And also my buddy James. How you doing?
Hey Tom, thanks B. Back on your show.
No problem, man. So no, we're not reviewing Bridgerton season 2 because I don't think you guys have seen any of them. Am I correct?
No, I haven't.
No. And I don't think you should. It is not the thing is it's like, my wife has a word for those kind of show and it's called saucy. It's very
Saucy.
And so go ahead.
Oh yeah, my level of British aristocracy TV shows falls in line with Downton Abbey.
Downtown.
You know what? Here's the thing. Bridgerton is my Downton Abbey.
Oh, good.
It's a little bit more fast paced. It's not Downton Abbey. I cannot get into it. It's just so stinking slow. It's just so slow.
Really? You think it's
Yeah, it's so too slow for me. I just get so bored with these that type of show for some reason. But Bridgerton is because there's drama, there's gossip, and and it's just more bright. It's more bright, like the way the color and the tone of the show. It's basically my kind of guilty pleasure. Guys, it's the period piece.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, come on. you look at you probably think like, you don't watch that kind of show, do you, Tom? Well, yes, I do, and I love it. And so go check out Bridgerton. I mean,
and Downton Abbey New Era coming out this May.
I heard. I'll give it a try, but I don't know if I'll stick with that because Bridgerton has my heart. And so
yeah, I haven't seen any of Bridgerton or Downtown.
Anyways, we are here to do a recap on the Oscar. Oscar was yesterday. I wanted to do a podcast yesterday, but man, so much happened yesterday that I just couldn't get my head around, and I had to take care of my baby and all that stuff. So it kind of got a little too late. So I decided to bring you guys on today for today, and we're going to talk about your highlights of the night. What's our highs and our lows. What I mean, what the elephant in the room is, the biggest slap, the slap you heard all over the world. It was crazy. Let me get this out the way. Let me ask you guys. Let's talk about, because it's sad, and I lost a lot of respect for Will Smith for one thing only. People say that he's protecting his wife, and I understand, but to go up to a grown ass man and to slap him in the face on live television, that's classless in my opinion. You could do a lot better. This will be Chris Rock's third his career will be revived for the third time. Because I guarantee you, his agent's on the phone to Netflix. You want to do a special? Because he's gonna say some stuff. I guarantee.
There's been a lot of rumors going around about that one.
Yeah, and so
he held back. He held back.
Yeah, and there's been a lot of speculation that it's this stage. Is this something that was real? I don't know. I'll give 1% that it could be staged. I'll give it, because you never know. It is Hollywood. They are actors, as Hugh Grant once says in Notting Hill. She is an actress and she can deliver a line. So can Chris Rock and Will Smith. But here's my argument against that is I believe 99% that that was real, because if you go back and watch the slap, Chris Rock reaction does not seem fake to me.
Yeah, it seemed pretty genuine.
Now, if you think if you think he's faking, folks, Oscar 2023, he needs to get an Academy Award for that performance, because it was, I don't know, I felt like he was stunned, shocked.
Yeah, he didn't know what to say.
Yeah. It looked like that he thought that Will Smith was just going to be like playing along.
Yeah.
But when he got that slap, his face, his smile couldn't go away. Like oh, what?
What's you guys' first reaction? Tell me, Dave. What was your reaction when I sent you the clip?
I was driving home when it happened. You sent me a text, and I was like, "Wait, what happened?" And then you sent me the clip. Yeah, I was like, "What? Holy crap! That really happened." But I think Will Smith's went after he sat down and what he said to Chris Rock. I don't know that says to me that wasn't staged, that was like, if it was staged for the Oscars, I don't think they would allow that kind of language, and they censored it live, like just after that happened, before Chris Rock even said, "Hey, Will Smith just slapped the shit out of me."
Yeah. And it was a very messy edit, and I thought, okay, they're not that.
So I immediately thought that was real. It was unstaged.
James, what was your reaction?
So I was watching it with my wife, our family friend, our au pair, which is our international nanny from Colombia, and then also our 3 kids. We were just all watching it, and then we saw Will Smith get up. Well, I mean, at first we laughed at the G.I. Jane joke. I thought it was pretty funny, and just like I thought that it was just like really just honest, or just very, very harmless humor. Like, yeah, and it's a 25-plus-year-old movie anyway. And then when the slap happened, I thought, okay, this is just something. Okay, yeah, this is a bit. But then Chris Tucker's face.
Chris Rock.
Oh yeah, sorry, Chris Tucker. Chris, I'm so sorry.
Too many Chris's in Hollywood.
There's a lot of Chris's.
So yeah, Chris Rock, his face, his genuine expression, and then when Will Smith starts yelling at him from his chair.
Oh yeah.
That's when I thought, this is real. Holy cow. And they tried to, and the Academy editors tried their best, tried to bleep out and edit everything, but there are 2 parts of this show that were edited. One, the first part was this slap and the language, and the other part was Serena and Venus Williams' chests. They got edited out too.
By James standing in front of the screen.
Also later on in the awards, they showed a close up of Serena and Venus Williams sitting in a box where they were talking about the Best Picture nominee of King Richard, and they actually put out the Oscar edit, the Oscar censors, just
over top of. Oh really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Exactly.
That's crazy. I didn't see that.
Yeah. So anyway, and mine and my wife's initial reaction was just like shocked. Like, is this really happening? Is this really happening? Holy crap, it is happening.
Okay. So let's analyze the slap from the moment. And I want to tell you guys why I feel like I lost so much respect for Will Smith. Look, I don't think he's a bad guy. Let's be honest. Let's get out there. I think he made a mistake. I think he had too many to drink. And I think just he thinks he felt like he had to stand up for his wife. What's her name again?
Jada.
First of all, they're already a weird couple.
So weird.
Their sex life is out there. So how are you gonna get offended by this type of joke? I mean, people should be offended by them opening up about everything. I mean, she has another guy on the side. She has publicly said that, but Will doesn't, which is, I don't know if that's true or not. I have never heard a report where if Will has another woman on the side. So I don't know if their arrangement is like
It's an
only
open
she can have a
marriage.
different guy.
Yeah.
It is an open marriage, but
Yeah.
only she can have it. I don't know. But all I know is this: when Chris Rock told the joke. Now I get it. She does have a condition. Which the funny thing is, not funny. I shouldn't say that. The I realized
Ironic.
that ironically, I didn't even know about it. And I'm pretty much in this, in this industry, in the movie business. I watch a lot of news. I watch a lot of commentary and stuff like that. So I didn't know. So did Chris supposed to know? I don't know. We don't know. We're not him. So we don't know if he knows. So when you guys saw this, if you guys watched the whole thing, did you notice that when he told the joke, the camera panned to Will and his wife, and his wife was pissed. We saw her expression. She didn't like it, but Will was laughing.
Mhm.
He was laughing, so he thought it was funny.
So I didn't get to see that reaction. Was he laughing until he looked at Jada?
Yes. So he laughs, and then he looked but the camera panned back to Chris, and so when the camera panned back to Chris, at that moment, sometime Will Smith realized, oh crap, it's not funny. So I have to protect my wife. And I don't know what he was thinking. It's not like he rushed up to slap Chris. He
Yeah.
had time to think about what he was doing.
He strolled. He walked.
Yes. And then not only that, he comes back to the seat, and like James said, he yells out
Drops a
even
couple
more
F-bombs.
stuff. Yeah, F-bomb towards Chris. So you're like, what? He had a lot of time to think. Now, I just looked at his social media. He did put out
He
an
apologized,
apology
right? Yeah.
to Chris, this time to Chris.
Oh,
And so,
really? Not to
yeah.
the Academy, huh?
He
Yeah,
did
yeah,
it.
later,
He said sorry.
He
to Chris.
apologized to the Academy before, though, right?
No,
Yesterday.
this is
Yeah.
this
But
was
then
last
today.
night. Yeah, but
Yeah.
today on his social media, he wrote an apology to Chris and to the Academy.
Hey, Chris. Yeah, I've sobered up, and I think I may have made a mistake.
I'm gonna get to you guys. I just want to say one thing. I think it's for the Academy to be a hypocrite for them to promote that violence is not allowed, but they just saw a guy assaulted another guy.
Yeah,
And
I've got thoughts
guys,
on the whole show.
Yeah.
About stuff.
You guys, if a normal Joe Blow goes up and slap Chris, he's out of that building.
Mhm.
He's no longer allowed to come back. But why is Will Smith any exception? Because the rich will be rich, and this is what you call a rich privilege.
Yeah.
He assaulted a guy, which he could have been arrested, in my opinion. He could have. And security didn't even come to him. And the Academy allowed this to happen. I think that's a hypocritical. What's the word I'm looking for here?
Hypocritical.
Yeah, hypocritical. I can't say that word. Thank you, Dave.
Yeah, no worries.
Of them to promote, to say that violence is not allowed, but yet you just allowed a guy to insult another guy on live television,
Not do anything.
and not do anything about it. You didn't
Yeah.
even kick him out. You didn't even do anything. You just allowed, and on top of that, you allowed him to celebrate. Look, there's this thing going on right now that said some people think that they should take his Oscar away. I disagree. This isn't about if he's a good guy award. This is his performance on King Richard. Although I don't think he should have won. I think Cumberbatch was better, in my opinion. I could have just take Andrew Garfield was better than with him, but that's just my opinion. But then you have him go up there, and his speech was so bad. He doubled down on what he did to Chris Rock. He said he did it.
Oh, really?
He said
I
he
didn't
did
see
it
that.
out of. He basically said, "I did this out of love. I have to protect, this and this and this." And I'm sitting there, like, dude, you just got up and embarrassed yourself in front of everybody and smacked somebody's face, and you were talking about love. No, dude, it doesn't look good. And I felt bad for Chris, man. He tried to reel it back in, and he was like, what the heck's going on? Like, so I feel like the Academy needs to do something about this. No, I'm glad that Chris didn't press charges, and will it's just gonna be he's not he after the I don't know if you saw the video after the Oscars he went and he partied like nothing happened, any of us would have been arrested, and I think
Yeah.
that's pretty lame by the Academy. This is what's called rich privilege in my opinion. And so what are you guys thoughts? Let's go, James. What do you think of the slap they heard around the world?
So okay, so I mean, it's hard to say exactly how I feel because all of us weren't there, but we did see it live. Like we saw like millions and millions of people. Actually, the amount of people who watched the Oscars this year was about 15.8 million people who watched it, doubled than last year. So that's a lot of witnesses. And but with my initial reaction, if I was the building manager there and that happened, very first thing I would have done is get Will Smith out of the building. And just me just getting the 4 biggest security guards, walk up to Will Smith during commercial break and say, "Hey, you need to come with us." Just kick him out. Don't and the biggest punishment to give him is not him being able to receive his Oscar at the Oscars. That would have been the most deadliest blow to his ego. The biggest punishment is not to let him give his acceptance speech. And just give him his Oscar later, or have someone accept the Oscar for him. And
Jada,
no, don't let Jada pick it.
No.
Maybe Serena or Venus Williams or
Or the producer
or director or producer.
Oh, yeah.
For him. But man, the biggest surprise for me is that the Academy or not the Academy, but the venue did nothing. It's like,
well, the Academy's in charge of the venue, so
yeah, and you can't let that go unpunished. You gotta set a precedent, an example.
Yeah.
And
Dave, go ahead. Sorry.
Last thing too is that Chris
Rock.
What? So,
do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth?
Oh man, no, but Chris Tucker, I respect him a whole lot more from last night because of how he reacted.
Yes,
Folks,
Chris Rock.
He meant Chris Rock.
Chris Rock. He escalated the situation after being slapped on stage, and him being able to not do any name calling. He didn't do any of that. He took a hit from Will Smith on live television. Not many other people can say that.
Like a man.
He took it like a man. And he did the right thing to not escalate, not fight back, not do anything. He just put on a brave face and just started to continue on with the documentary feature. And but the biggest thing too is that this is that a lot of comedians have come out saying that this is dangerous now.
So
this is dangerous now.
So let me ask you, I asked the question, Dave, what kind of impact of this situation that can have around the entertainment business? What do you think?
Yeah, I think to James's point, like comedians are going to feel like they have to walk on eggshells, right? Like at any point, someone's going to get slapped and no one's going to do anything about it. And that kind of silence is basically condoning it.
If Will Smith can do it, why can't I do it?
Right.
We live in the world, we live in the country where copycats are real, folks.
Yeah. And so I think, any comedian, any stand-up comedian, they better be ready. Yeah. So I don't know. I can't think of what other impact that may have. Like maybe award shows, these kind of things the scripts are going to be more scrutinized. They're not going to allow Ricky Gervais to get up there and host it again.
Gosh. He is. Here's the funny thing is like the joke. Like I disagree. Like the joke wasn't that funny, but it wasn't like a terrible joke.
Yeah.
And the thing is like, I've heard worse.
Oh yeah.
I've heard so many
way worse
joke than that, and you can't take it. You live in Will Smith. You'll never listen to this show, so I don't care. But you're such a little. I can't say it. I don't want to say it. You live in the entertainment world where Chris Rock is a stand-up comedian, and he tells joke and he roasts people. You get roast all the time as a celebrity in any show, the Golden Globe, even at the Academy nowadays, even though it's kind of weird that they're roasting people at the Academy, but take it. There's other people that's taking it worse than you have. And Jay,
Yeah.
I get it's a condition, but I mean, I don't know. I don't know if I want to make light of what she has, but at the same time, I've heard worse, in my opinion. And so
About very serious conditions.
And you know what? Will Smith should have taken that joke better than just as much as Chris Rock.
well, apparently
Oh
he
yeah, he
liked
should
it
have
because he
taken it as
smiled.
well as the slap.
He smiled. He
He laughed.
I think he smiled because he didn't know what else to do.
I know. So awkward.
That's
But that's what you're supposed to do.
yeah.
That's what you're supposed to do when people roast you. There's
Yeah.
plenty of people have done it.
But
It's like,
So you brought up whether or not it was classy or classless,
mhm.
and if you compare the two, I was going to say gentlemen, but the two men and the way they reacted to the two different situations, Chris Rock handled that with class. Will Smith did not. And I thought Ben Affleck and Matt Damon and Adam Driver were in the last duel. So it's kind of confusing for me. I thought the last duel already happened.
Oh, man. There's been a lot of
You insulted my wife. I challenge you.
yeah.
Well, the sad thing is, Adam Driver could fight. Chris Rock just took it. basically kill me. Like basically,
Yeah.
if he was in the duel. So,
And-
let's go ahead.
The thing is too, Will Smith is a bigger guy than Chris Rock. It's like, dude,
Yeah.
why are you going up to cause trouble? Now you took the spotlight off of everyone else who won.
And that's the sad thing. I feel like if this was staged, man, if this was staged, which I don't believe it is, then Will Smith is the worst person in the world, in my opinion. To have he did this so that he can get attention. That's why I don't think it's fake.
Yeah.
Because what can he gain from this, folks? What can he gain from this? Like he's already famous. He's already have the money.
Right.
Somebody wrote on my Facebook, say, "Oh, he just wants attention." Have you not seen what they talk about? They talk about their life, their sex life. They're open about it. How are they not getting attention? So, but most of these people who answer my posts are people who don't understand the entertainment system. There's just a bunch of right-wing nut who think that, oh, this is political, as this is nothing, and not everything's political, guys. This is just a guy that got pissed off and slapped a dude in the face. Just happened to be live on television and happened to be a celebrity.
I have a real hard time seeing any politics in that.
I have no idea. Somehow they bring it back to politics. This left wing and right wing nuts. Yeah, you know who you are. You can come at me. You know exactly who I'm talking about. It's coming on my post. It's like, this is fake. This is like, you guys have no idea what the entertainment is. And then they want to question how do you know is you don't follow these people? No, I don't follow them, but I follow the entertainment part. And so, but anyways, anything else you guys want to talk about the slap?
I mean, in 24 hours, the slap thing has really dug itself in.
Yeah, it's been memed a ton for sure.
I listen to sports every morning. I listen to Undisputed with Skip Bayless and Shannon Sharp, and I also listen to First Take later down. They were talking about it. Everybody's talking about the slap.
Oh yeah.
No one's. I don't see how anybody could justify what Will did. I really don't.
No.
I understand people are going to bring up, oh, he was protecting his wife. There's been other people who have their wives been insulted and they didn't protect him in that way. That the right way is to just maybe talk to him after, or maybe you can fight him after. I don't care. Go box somewhere, go after it, but not on live television like a pet, like a child. He was childish to do that, man, in my opinion. And so,
man, I love the Oscars because not much of the outside goes in there. But
no, I mean, don't get me wrong. I think it's the Oscar. This is the second low rating, even though the rating was up.
It was double from last year, but second lowest.
But still,
so last year was the lowest.
Last year was the lowest.
Second lowest.
So it's the Academy still can't figure out how to bring in the younger audience. I think that's the problem with the Oscars, that it's so prestige and they want They want to have it like, like the olden, like back in the days of the glamorous and the all that stuff, and they just can't. They can't produce rating like that because
Mhm.
not a lot of younger kids watch the Oscars. It's boring. Let's be honest, it is boring.
If they
To a certain
streamed it for
extent.
free, they would get a lot of the younger people in.
I
guarantee
agree.
it.
And it's
Yeah.
they cut down those 8 awards. It was still 3 hours and 45
that's so
minutes.
long.
Oh, right. Holy cow.
So
They
it didn't work. It didn't work.
Okay, so one more thing before before we move on, Tom.
Okay. No.
Is it may not, I mean, piggybacking off of how they present the Oscars, I really do think that it's a theory. It could work, it could not work. I don't know. But I think that what they could try is just having it be a streaming event. Have it on some type of streamer.
I think they just need to get it off the network. Like the main network. They need to get off because no one's watching it. Except for like maybe a diehard fan like you and I, James. I don't know if Owen, how much you into the Oscars. Probably not, but
I get into it about once a year.
I only watch it for the winners, and that's the truth. I want to see who wins. I want to see them get celebrated for their achievement. I want to see them get recognition. I called it, guys. I called it. Who won Best Picture? Who's my dark horse?
Coda was your dark horse.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. It was gaining tension as the SAG award was coming up, and then other what was coming. There was anyway. We'll talk about the winners. Anything else about the slap? I think we're good. Look,
my final thoughts are: it's been talked about for a lot in the last 24 hours, and I think that's probably all the attention that I'm going to give to it.
It's sad because it took away everything that's supposed to be. It's about the winners, not about you, Will Smith. And that's exactly what you did. You made it about you, and now everybody's 2022 Oscar winners are not going to get recognized because we're going to talk about this silly, stupid slap that was caused by Will Smith. I lost a lot of respect for this guy. I still think he's talented, but I lost a lot of respect for him. But let's move on. Let's talk about the Oscar itself, and then we'll talk about the winners. What were some of your highs? What was some of your lows? Something that didn't work? The Oscar. It's awesome. It's too long. That's the thing. My thing is they still cannot figure that out. I'm okay with not singing the songs. I get why they do it. They need some entertainment to keep these folks. I'm like, they're rich. They can handle hanging out there doing nothing. They're fine. And so
keep the drinks coming.
The Golden Globe does it the best. Although I think the Golden Globes is going to be gone now, guys. I don't know how that's going to work because people are boycotting that show. But anyways, let's talk about the host a little bit. I think Amy Schumer was funny to a certain extent. There was a couple of things that because she's a comedian, I can see it, she laughed. There was a bit that I thought was really tasteless and really cringy. It's when Regina, what's her name? Regina
Hall.
No. Well, anyway, she came out and she had the list of people who needed to go get tested for COVID.
Yeah.
That was tasteless, man. Some of the jokes and that part too, some of the jokes didn't land. That was so awkward. I thought that was more awkward than Will slapping Chris Rock. I mean, it was just the stuff she was saying. I was like, what? I mean, look, there are younger viewers that watch this, that there are younger, 14, 15-year-old that loves film.
Yeah. Leave it to Hollywood to make the COVID test a double entendre.
Yeah. And these are a bunch of some of these celebrities. Folks, let's get this straight. Just because they're famous doesn't mean that you have to follow their opinion and their beliefs. They're just human beings, just like all of us.
Another thing too is that just because they're famous doesn't mean that you get to make them feel so awkward on stage.
No.
Or something like that. Because another cringy moment for me was when you had Jason Momoa and
Josh
Brolin. Hashtag me too. We're the freak of the female Weinsteins.
Yeah.
That was
presenting the Sound Oscar and they get frisked, like hardcore frisked. And this is so awkward. If this was gender swapped,
Yeah,
that
swap that gender,
bad.
and that would not fly.
It is
Not at all.
still even awkward. Like I think these guys kind of feel uncomfortable with that. And I'm watching with my kids, and I think
Yeah.
Dave, were you there when
I was there for that. Yeah.
you were there for that? Okay, and our kids were watching it, and I thought, kids,
Yeah. My daughter is 11, and she's like,
Yeah.
why is she doing that? And she was like, oh, she's checking him for weapons, just for her protection. Like trying to explain this to an 11-year-old, and why that, like, there. How do you justify that?
yeah,
Like that was a extremely tasteless bit for me, especially in the wake of Me Too. So
But they think they can do whatever they want because they're famous, and that's one thing that we need to understand, folks. They're just human being too. They're not anything special. They're just on screen to entertain you, and so
yeah.
Amy Schumer was probably the one that I thought was fine. I didn't like the fact that she pulled Kristen Dunst out as an extra seater. What were they called? A filler.
oh, yeah.
I thought that was really bad. I mean, Kristen Dunst hasn't done anything, and you're gonna go and make like do that to her. I don't think her husband was happy about it either, but I'm pretty sure he was probably thinking,
Kirsten Dunst just seems like a very nice woman.
she is.
Comes off that.
I'm sure she is. And so
So
go ahead.
one of the high points for me as far as the host was Wanda Sykes' tour of the Academy Museum. What's
Yes,
that museum
I-
called? What's it
I
called,
don't-
James?
I don't remember what it's called.
James
yeah,
knows. He applied there.
Oh, yeah, it's the Academy Museum of Motion Picture Sciences.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that museum, when she toured that was probably one of the highlights of the host segments
Okay.
for me. Was that one? It was pretty funny.
My favorite one was it was to cut the tension was Amy Schumer when she came out, and she said she was I was getting out of that spider costume, getting dressed. Did I miss anything? I thought that was kind of clever for her to say that. It's kind of cut that tension, and so there wasn't a lot of highs. The only thing I was high on was I don't smoke weed, folk. We're talking about what we like about the Oscar here.
Well, you do live in California.
I do live 420, baby. I loved all the winners. Some of the speech though were just kind of like, this is why I love recording it. And I tell my wife, can you just I don't care about the speech. I mean, the best speech of the day was Tony
Kutzer.
from Dakota. I thought his
Yeah.
speech was amazing, and he
Yeah, it
didn't
was
say
great.
he didn't say one word, and it was amazing. I thought his message was awesome, and I thought one of my favorite scene from 2022 Oscar was when he won, and when Coda won, everybody did this, and I thought that was awesome. That was cool. So yeah, there was not just. The Oscar needs to adapt, and I don't feel like the Academies, the board of the government of Academy, whoever that is, I don't think they can understand that you cannot the way they're doing right now will never get the views that they want. It's not the same, even if they have Steve, like some of the old timers, like to come back to host. It's not going to be the same because you have to adapt to the time at the time that we were in right now, streaming. Take it off ABC and put it on some type of streaming platform or something, because people will watch then. People will watch,
Yeah.
I promise. And so,
Yeah,
and
put
James,
so
do you have
much
any?
money into it?
Oh, that's true too. James, do you have any favorite or high moment you were
Okay.
high on?
All right, this is my highest moment of the Oscars was Kenneth Branagh finally getting his Oscar.
Oh yeah,
No.
He got it for original screenplay,
original
right?
screenplay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, which totally deserved it. I love the writing and
I thought he should have won for best director, in my opinion, but whatever.
yeah. I kind of wish he did too. But going to Jane Campion, I mean, the Pound of Dog was good.
Excellent.
It's not.
It was excellent.
Okay.
Would you call it a perfect movie, Tom?
No, I wouldn't call it a perfect movie. Nothing. There's only a couple of perfect movie in my book, but that's not one of them.
So Kenneth Branagh winning his Oscar for Belfast is amazing. I love that movie so much. It's my favorite movie that was nominated at the Oscars this year. And it's my number 2 movie of 2021. And I just love this movie so much. The characters was just so well written. The lines that like
It was funny.
yeah,
It was
funny too. Yeah.
funny.
So Belfast and Coda kind of like mirror images of each other, really. When you talk about family, drama,
Mhm.
family, comedy, all mixed into one big goodie bag. And then also, it's also amazing that Kenneth Branagh has been in this business for over 40 years, and he finally won his Oscar. He's been nominated in every single big category: actor,
Wait,
actor, writing.
has he not won? I thought he
Won.
won for
No.
him.
Henry V? No, he didn't win.
He didn't win. Oh,
Yeah.
geez, I
Yeah,
thought he won.
Yeah, nominated for writing, nominated for best picture as a producer, nominated for best director, best actor, and best actor in a supporting role. So he's been
Oh,
nominated
okay.
in all 5 of them. Hardly anyone has that. So, and he's having him win the Oscar for best original screenplay for a passion project of his childhood, and his love, and showing his love for film. I'm so happy. That was like the highlight moment of my night last night.
Let's any downfall, any low moment besides the the slide. Anything? Let me ask you guys this: anything you would change besides putting on streaming? Anything you would change about the show, the awards?
So let me put out one more thing that I thought was good.
Okay.
I barely knew the difference of when they were doing the 8 categories in between takes. You know, I thought that was done very well. I just wish they didn't put on the extra stuff into the Oscars to make it longer. So, for example, that one musical number with the tennis ball color at the beginning,
That was like the very beginning.
was it like Rihanna?
Beyonce.
That went on for a while.
That was a long song. That was a really long performance.
And then they also put on other songs in there that weren't nominated for any Oscars.
Guys, can I make a confession?
Yeah.
I might be the only one. I hate Beyonce.
I don't care for Beyonce. I cannot name one single song of hers, and I don't even know what song she's even written. I don't know. I'm not really a music guy in the first place. But I'm also glad that Hans Zimmer won for best score. I mean, I'm so one. Hey,
I mean, Dune won 6.
Yeah, 6.
6.
Yeah.
So let's go through the winners. Dave, anything else you would change about
what
the
would
Academy?
I change?
Everything.
Abolish it.
Oh.
Let the audience have their say, man.
Okay.
Like,
Well, okay.
get some audience input.
They did that. They did that with the stupid. That was the dumbest thing, dude.
With what?
X that out. I don't want any of that.
Yeah, they had like the best favorite icon moments or something in film.
Oh, the most clappable moments or whatever it is.
Yeah, it's so stupid. They picked Justice League, really, guys.
Yeah. And not just Justice League. Zack Snyder's
Justice League,
which is fine. I liked it, but it was just come on. Anything you would change besides
getting rid of the whole pomp and circumstance? It could stand to be an hour and a half shorter.
I know, man. It's too long.
Like, I'm with you. Just get to the winners, celebrate their performance.
You know who
a couple of short clips of their work and call it a night.
You know who does it the best? The SAG Award.
SAG Awards. Okay.
I love it.
What is SAG? Is that the Screen Actors Guild?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
it is. Yeah, that's when only actors vote. So let's go through the winners. We're going to talk about some of it. What were some, like Dune won Best Sound, Best Production Design, Best Film Editing, which is actually very important in my opinion. This category should not have been cut out. Yeah, they should have had more time to talk because film editing is very important. Then you got Best Costume, Cruella.
Mm-hmm.
Best cinematography. I knew Dune would win that one.
Yeah.
Best short documentary, The Queen of Basketball. I thought that was really good. That was what's his name? Came out and accepted that award. Was that the one that's before what's his name got slapped? Chris Rock. I think it was for this category.
No, you know what? No. It was for best documentary feature and Questlove.
Feature. Okay, there it was. There you go. Okay, so that was before that. Yeah,
Power of Soul. Is that what it is?
I
Summer of
think
Soul.
so.
So,
Yes, yeah,
yeah,
some of soul. Then can I have an issue, and then best original score, Dune, visual effect, Dune,
No.
best makeup and hair, the eyes of Tammy Faye, best, and this is why when this award came up, I remember telling my wife, I was like, if Coda wins this, Coda wins best picture, because when you win best adapted screenplay, 75% of the time you win best picture. If you go back
really?
and look, yeah. So when I told my wife, if Coda wins this,
Mhm.
they win best picture.
Yeah.
Best,
I voted for. I was actually going with Power of the Dog for that one because they hadn't really gone head to head in any other writing
yeah,
categories because with the Screen Actors Guild Award they weren't even put in the same. I mean, Power of the
yeah.
Dog wasn't even nominated in that category.
I know.
So
Best,
I
uh,
yeah.
yeah, best original screenplay, Belfast. Live action short, The Long Goodbye. I never saw that. And this
Didn't
is the
see
best
it.
documentary feature, The Summer of Soul. I thought his speech was very touching, very emotional about him and his dad. I thought that was really cool. And then you had the best supporting actor, Troy Cost. What did I say that? Koso?
Concert.
Concert.
Custer, yeah. I thought I thought we all knew he was winning because he was winning all the awards, all the circuits awards. So then we come to best supporting actress, Ariana DeBosa. Does that say it?
Yeah, they pronounce it DeBose.
Yeah, I don't I'm not good with name, folks. And so I thought she was well deserved. She was really good, in my opinion. And then you have one film, international feature film, Drive My Car. And I knew that was one because I
Have you
saw this movie
I saw it,
and I told Dave to watch it. Did you watch it, right?
I did. Yep.
This
Yeah, it's the only one of the international films that I watched. So.
um the only thing I would change on my top 10 list or top 5, whatever we did top 10, didn't we?
I think
Was
we
it
did
top 5?
5. I think we did 5. Yeah.
I actually would put this on my top 3. Drive My Car.
really?
It was that good. It was
So what got
so
bumped
good.
off your list?
I have to go back and look.
Okay.
I have to go back and look,
I can't
but I would
remember.
probably put that number 3 or number 2, one of those. I don't know yet. I loved it. It was engaging. I'm a very, when it comes to foreign film, I love it. Like Roma. Roma was my favorite movie of that year when it came out. It was shot beautifully. I love black and white movie for some reason.
That was great.
And but this movie kept me like not on edge, but like kept me going. Like I just want to know, okay, what is he trying to like? What is this and I mean, if you guys know anything about the play, it's actually pretty. It's supposed to be a comedy. Uncle Venya, whatever. Well, how do you, yeah, it's actually supposed to be a comedy, but
Really?
in this case, he made it into a yeah. So it's pretty good. Then you have best director. We already talked about that. Okay, let me talk about best animation feature really quick.
Can I drive my car?
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, I did not like it.
Okay.
No, it was way too slow. It moved so slow, and it was so much in that movie that they could have cut out. The first 45 minutes is actually the prologue. And
Here's the thing.
Cut all that out.
I don't think
the first 45. Cut out the first 45 minutes. Have like maybe 10, 15 seconds of a flashback, and because I felt like I did not need to see that first 45 minutes.
See, I disagree with you because that whatever 45 minutes that you want to cut out sets up everything that happens for the next towards the end, because you want in life. I think the director wants you to know in life you can't fast forward in life. You have to suffer through these moments.
Editors, Tom, you have editors to cut down.
You don't need to. That some movies are great without editing, and this was one of them. Anyways, we can talk about that. Okay, can we talk about best animated feature?
Go ahead. What would you have picked instead?
I was listening to you guys' podcast. I think Juan was the one that says that Encanto is like a perfect movie.
Yeah, Encanto, his vision is skewed. You know,
Juan, I don't know you, my friend. I don't know you at all. But let's hold up on the word perfect. Okay, I can go point by point and tell you this movie wasn't that good in my opinion. there were so many missing things, so many unexplained things that you have no idea what the heck's going on. And so for him to say it's a perfect film, I don't know. Let's ease on the word perfect a little bit. I don't think this movie should have won, guys. I don't think it should have won.
So of those 5, which would have you picked? Which one would
The
have you
Mitchell
picked?
versus the Machine.
That's what I wanted to win. But I knew it wasn't going to.
Deserved to win, in my opinion. It should have been. My wife is giving me a stink eye.
It's a good family film though. Your wife didn't like it.
My wife is giving me the big stink eyes because she loves Encanto and she knows how I feel. It's just so you know, me and her, we don't talk about movies as much.
We don't talk
because
we don't talk about movies
because we tend to argue a lot, and I am I like to argue, and she hates talking to me because I always try to argue. But most of the time, she wins because she's always right. You didn't hear me. Anyways, I have an issue with this film. I don't think it should have won Best Animation, in my opinion. What you guys think?
Do you think it deserved to be nominated at least?
I think it deserved to be nominated. If I mean, is there really any other animation out there? There's not a lot of animation these days, right? Like I don't see anything that's going on right now.
But I think the animation style that Pixar is going for lately, it's for me, it's getting to be old hat. Right? If you look at that compared to it was done well, but if you look at the style compared to the Mitchells versus the Machines, like that was a very different animation style.
And I loved it.
Yeah,
I thought it was different. You know, I wanted something different, and you know,
and Flea too. Flea, I just caught the little clips when they were announcing the nominations, but Flea was a very different animation style.
I don't like the story of Flea.
I didn't watch it, so
yeah. We'll keep going. So I think the animation. I think Luca was nominated for. I mean, Ryan and the Last Dragon. I mean, you know, I'm Asian. I'm biased. I would have liked that.
I feel the same way. I feel the same way. But that one also that got real dark before there was resolution. I kind of like that about it.
Yeah. Like
almost no hope. But I feel like Encanto had that same theme. There's almost no hope before this miracle comes back with no explanation.
So let's go on. Was there any let's go down the line. Best original song. Stupid. I don't need that. Get rid of that thing. Best actress.
Yeah. Wait, which one won? Wasn't that
No Time to Die? Yeah.
I didn't even hear it.
Yeah, I don't know.
I haven't seen that movie, so I don't know the song.
The last time I really listened to Bond song was Adele. So
really?
That was a long.
Was that Spectre?
No, was it Spectre? Oh, it was Skyfall.
Oh, maybe no, it was Skyfall. That's right. She did Skyfall.
It was Skyfall. So
I liked Alicia Keys and Jack White's. Another way to die.
Another way to die.
Yeah, I like that one. That was really good.
Anyway. So, and then we have Best Actor, The Bully, Will Smith. I don't know if.
Here's what I liked about his performance.
Okay, go ahead.
I liked his performance in that movie because most of the time when Will Smith puts on a persona like that, it's like it's a caricature, right? He does it as a gag, but this whole movie that character acted and talked that way, and that's what I liked about it. He actually took that. He wasn't a caricature. He was Richard Williams in that movie. So I would say that's what I liked about his performance.
I did too. I thought his performance was good. I thought the movie was good, but I can name 2 people ahead of him that should have won this movie. I can make a case Denzel Washington should have won this one. The Tragedy of Macbeth was a great performance, man. I thought what he did with that movie, and the way the only I don't like about the Tragedy of Macbeth was it's kind of like it had that Twilight vibe, the way the camera is shot.
Oh, really?
Like you come up and close, like I didn't like that too much, man. I kind of wanted just like a theatrical type of camera, but it was more of like this kind of like a Twilight vibe, black and white, and so it was good still, and his performance was awesome. But let's go back to the animation. Do you have any issue with the best animated film?
No, not particularly, because I mean, Encanto was getting all of the support and getting and just just trailblazing and just going right into there with everyone voting for it and talking about it. So
But you had some hangups with that movie when you
Yeah,
I
first saw
did,
it.
I did, I did, because I don't have control of who votes in the Oscars. So on my Oscar ballot, I voted for Encanto to win, and it did win. So I'm not surprised, but I would personally put it towards Luca. I love that movie so much. Luca, I think, is totally deserving of winning that Oscar. But
Because
the
James
Academy
is a
voted
teenage
for,
boy at heart.
yep, boy at heart.
I just can't stand the last scene of that movie. I just can't do it. I just can't do it, dude. I'm sorry. It just doesn't work for me. It just doesn't work for me. Anyways, let me ask you about best actress. Any of them? Do you think Jessica Chastain deserved the win?
Yes, very much so.
Really?
Yeah. After watching that movie, I mean,
Okay.
Jessica Chastain is that movie. She was giving her best overall in every single scene that she was in, and having to act like that with that makeup on, and seeing her go from going from humble experiences to to rising up in the world to being really high up there with all the tears and makeup and mascara coming down her face and still acting that way, and then going with her downfall and being back to humble roots, just being alone. Her acting when she's alone is so incredible. So I'm really glad that she won.
I don't think she should have won. No. I think two people in this category should have won ahead of her. Now, don't get me wrong. I think her performance was awesome, was great. But I think Kristen Stewart was better. I thought Spencer as a movie was a little bit weird. It's on the weird side, but her performance as Diana, I think, was incredibly well done. And the accent, the mannerism. The only thing I have an issue with Spencer, the movie, is this contra. I guess the timeline is it wasn't accurate. When that was the last time she actually that was when she did ask him, I want a divorce, and that's when they got separated. But yeah, I thought her performance was better. I thought Olivia Colman, the lost daughter, I thought her performance was incredible. It's such a hard watch to see that kind of like you always see the good in motherhood, and rightfully so, but in this movie it shows you the regret and the bad part of certain people shouldn't be a mother. And
Yeah.
she made that work, in my opinion. And so
my biggest problem with Spencer and with Kristen Stewart, it could have been the director or anything like that, but she always talked about this. And I like to talk about things. I have to whisper every single time. I could hardly hear anything she said.
Well,
she was always whispering.
But the thing is she had to do that because of what the family had everybody watch
outside when there's no one around.
she was going nuts. Apparently, if you guys ever read the history of that, it's actually she had she did not want to be there. And then this is back in 92.
I got that feeling from that whole entire movie.
Yeah, and it was, according to the people the things I read, I think it was worse for her. There were times when she wanted to kill herself. It was that bad. She hated it. And so but yeah, I mean, I'm not mad at Jessica Chastain one. I just think there was two other people I think was a better performance. And so best actor, we already talked about it. The Bully, Will Smith won. And I still don't think he deserved it. I thought Benedict Cumberbatch was better. I thought Andrew Garfield was better. And I can make a case Denzel Washington was better. But I'm not the Academy. You have an issue with him winning? Should we take his Oscar away, guys?
No, don't take it away. I would have taken, like I said before, take away his Oscar speech. That's what I would have done.
I agree.
But,
they should have kicked him out, in my opinion. That's just me.
Yeah. And
Go ahead.
so I voted him to win. And ever since I saw the movie, I was just thinking, he's gonna win. Yeah, he's gonna win the Oscar, and he did. And the other ones in that category, Benedict Cumberbatch was actually really good. So I would have had no complaints about either of these guys winning over
Yeah.
him. But Will
I
Smith, yeah, was
the only thing I had issue with King Richard was my wife is just stared at me. I have a lot of issues with a lot of movies, and she likes a lot of those movies. I don't like them glorifying they really didn't touch the the bad side of his life. They kind of brush it over.
the wife didn't let him get away with it though.
But that was it. That was the only part.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. Like
Yep.
I can't. He can't. I don't know. I'm his great father. He did what he had to do for his kids, just like Tiger Woods' dad. Tiger Woods' dad. I live in an area where he used to golf at the
wow.
Navy course, and I play there a lot of the time. The Navy course. I hear stories. I hear people talk about him, like Tiger Woods' dad. He was not a good dad. He was not a good guy at all. Not.
Who was it? The Williams sisters that wrote the screenplay for this
No.
movie?
No. They produced it.
They produced it.
They produced it.
And they oversees it. But here's my thing: they would never put that part. They weren't going to do that because
Right. Yeah.
their
that's what I'm
dad had another life, guys.
Mhm.
Had
Yep.
another family, and they brushed
Oh.
that over. They brushed it over. I don't like that. If you're gonna tell about this person, tell the whole truth. Tell the fall, the
There
up,
was-
everything.
So going off into a different movie though, Selma.
Oh yeah,
So going into the movie, I was a big skeptic because they're going to make him look like a saint,
Mhm.
like the whole way through, not talking about his personal life, his struggles. But no, they actually went head on with it.
yeah.
It was like, oh wow, Ava
I-
DuVernay actually did it.
I
Holy
like that
cow.
kind of movie. I like biopics that doesn't gloss over the bad part. Like, I mean, that's why I hated the stupid movie, the rapper with Ice Cube. What would they call this? The NW.
Oh, NWA.
Yeah,
Straight out of Compton.
Straight Outta Compton. It's the worst. That they make it seem like these guys were cool. They're not good guys. They did bad stuff. Go check out Detroit when they had a concert in Detroit. You tell me these guys are good people, and they try, and the movie glorified them as his, incredible people that saint. I don't know about saint, but that they never do anything bad. No, they gloss over everything, dude. Everything, and I can't stand movies like that. If you're gonna do a biopic, if you're gonna do a movie about certain somebody, tell the whole story, because I don't. That's why I didn't. That's one of the reasons I didn't like one of the
King
bad
Richard.
part about King Richard, and
Yeah.
so. Okay, and then you have the best. Let's keep this going. Best picture. I mean, Dune should have won.
Belfast.
It won 6 other categories.
But Belfast, I didn't think it had a shot. Just because I love the movie. I love the movie.
I mean, yeah, I love the movie, and I would have voted it if I was on the Academy. I would have voted for Belfast, but I knew.
I mean, I'm sure people did.
Yeah, I knew. I know that, but not as much as everyone else thinks. But I'm glad I got the original screenplay. But I voted for Power of the Dog to win Best Picture because of I was looking at its track record all year long. It was leading all of them. It was getting all the awards. But I know. But hold on. Let me finish. But I mean, leading up to the big awards, like Screen Actors Guild, Producers Guild, Writing Guild, leading up to there, everyone was talking about Power of the Dog, Dog, Jane Campion. And I was thinking, okay, so most likely it's going to win, and it did win a few big awards leading up to the Oscars. So I was thinking, I look at everything, guys. I look at the guilds, I look at everything. And it had like about 147 awards awarded to it over Coda's like 27. I'm thinking, okay, those numbers do matter a little bit. And so I went with Power to Dog, thinking that it was going to win like at least 4 Oscars leading up to Best Picture. And then once Coda starts winning everything, I thought, I should have voted for Coda.
You sound like what do they call those the number, they call them the number guys in sports.
A number
You-
cruncher. I don't know.
yeah, you go by the number. I go by the eye test, and in this case I go by the hearing test. I agree with you. It wasn't the Power of Dog that was getting a lot of attention. It was the director that I think that
Yeah.
was getting a lot of the attention because she was
Yeah, Jane
she's a
Campion was
female.
all the
She was getting,
attention.
and so the Power of Dog came along, the movie. But once Coda won the SAG award, and I think they won the Gil. I knew for a fact from that point on, Coda was reaching, was
Yeah.
going up, and Power Dog wasn't. Not that it was going down; it was just steady. But the Coda was picking up the steep,
Yeah,
and so.
And just to say too, I love Coda. That movie.
No, I agree. I know.
I love that movie so much,
I know.
way more than Power Dog. Power Dog, I was bored half the time, and but Coda is like a beautiful family drama comedy movie. Like it's like a perfect movie for everybody to watch together.
I agree.
So, but,
same thing with Belfast. I love Belfast,
Yeah.
man.
yeah,
I thought-
Belfast too.
So, but Coda, my dark horse. I will repeat that. My dark horse won for Best Picture, and rightfully so. It's a great movie, and any of these movies would have been fine, except for one.
Yeah, I think it should have gone to Don't Look Up.
I love that movie too. Oh, okay. No, I'll talk about it later.
So I was trying to watch Big Short again. I love that movie. Same
Yeah.
director as Don't Look Up, and in my mind, I'm thinking like, how is this guy direct such a great movie in Big Short, but did such a bad, terrible movie in Don't Look Up?
No,
I
it's a
don't-
great movie.
It's not a great movie, dude.
Oh
It's,
no, yeah, it is. Yeah, it is.
it's the worst. Wait, what was it? My number one, Dave? My top. My.
I think that was your
did you-
number one worst.
My number
of
one
the year.
worst.
Yeah, I remember.
And it was my number 4 best.
Yeah, I know. And I was like, oh well,
Yeah.
But I'm glad it didn't win, thank goodness. And because then we would hear about all the left people rising up and winning all. The only thing I thought it was, did you guys watch regular pizza?
Licorice
I
Pizza.
didn't,
Yeah,
I didn't watch that
Yeah.
one.
You didn't watch that?
No.
I don't know. I saw it and I thought it was okay. I didn't think it was that great of a movie to be nominated. I don't know why everyone was. I thought if I could have replaced that, I think I would have replaced it with Spider-Man: No Way Home.
Oh, for Best Picture, really?
Yeah, it was a better movie.
Licorice Pizza. I actually really liked that movie. It was actually a quite big surprise for me.
I didn't like the leading guy, and Bradley Cooper was weird in this movie.
Bradley Cooper was crazy.
Oh, Bradley Cooper was in this
Crazy
one too.
Yeah, he was in this one.
Nightmare Alley, also, wasn't he?
Yeah,
that
yeah.
movie didn't do for me, man. I Nightmare Alley just Gilmore. I love Gilmore. How do you say his name?
Guillermo.
Gilmore. Yeah, I love him,
Guillermo
man.
del
I thought
Toro.
he's one of the best director out there.
Yeah.
I'm excited for his Pinocchio movie when it comes out.
Yes, I saw the
So,
trailer for it, or not
yeah.
the trailer, but the like teaser announcement
Yeah.
thing.
So I thought Nightmare Alley wasn't. I think it was his worst film in my opinion. I don't know.
It's an interesting concept, though. It was
Very
just
interesting. I like
interesting
Hellboy
story.
and Hellboy 2 over this movie.
But you know what? With this movie, my best review I could give it is that if Alfred Hitchcock was alive today, this is the movie he would.
Yeah, yeah. And I've seen our Hitchcock movies and stuff, and Psycho. It's like,
Yeah.
great film.
Love Psycho.
I think Psycho is probably one of the movie that you could probably say was a perfect movie. Anything
Close,
in
yeah.
there,
It's
pretty
close.
close.
Yeah.
I mean, besides the fact, I mean, every time when he shows up as a dress up, I should start laughing. I just like it's so campy. It's like, but anyways, so what overall thoughts on the Oscars? I want to go one by one here. James, overall thoughts, and we're gonna close here pretty soon. What is your overall feelings and thoughts about 2022 Oscar?
I feel that it would have been an average Oscar ceremony, except for the slap. So yeah,
But that boost up the rating, baby.
it did boost the. But yeah. Overall, I was actually enjoying myself watching them. It was actually really nice to be back in the Dolby Theater. Is that where they
Yep.
were?
Adobe.
Yeah. The Adobe Theater, being being around people, celebrities, the news, the media, the red carpet. Actually, it wasn't red. It was like more like a purple.
Yeah.
They had the red
Close,
dresses.
close enough.
Yeah, close enough. And it was nice just being back in that atmosphere and just seeing a host again, and them not in a train station with poor quality cameras and lenses. So it was actually really nice just be back in that atmosphere. So overall, I would say that it was a good Oscar ceremony, except for that one big, humongous 10-inch splinter in your foot is that slap. But yeah, anyway, besides that, it was an average okay Oscar.
Okay. Dave? Well, Dave, before you go, how often do you watch Oscars every year?
No,
No.
I've
I
honestly
invited
watched the
you to my house
Oscars twice, and both of them were at James's house.
Oh, okay.
But my opinion of the Oscars has been unchanged by those two experiences. I don't have high expectations for it, and it met them. It met my expectations. So I'll say that.
Okay.
Cringe-worthy moments, along with the long, drawn-out ceremony. My opinion of the Oscars is that it's Hollywood patting themselves on the back, and they give themselves whatever they want to give them.
Don't yuck on my yum, David. Come on.
The movies are way more entertaining than the Oscars.
Okay,
Of course.
I'll give you that one.
So yeah, guys, this year's Oscar was first time back, as you know, like James said, we're back with the host, which I like the host. I thought they could have done with the host.
Pick.
I think they just keep it 1. 3 was too many. The joke didn't land for me. Some of them was very tasteless. It was very long, guys. I'm gonna say it again. It is time to get rid of network. Oscars being on a big network, ABC.
Totally agree.
It's time to put it in the streaming world where everybody will be watching it, because that's what everybody does now. Everybody has it. But the funny thing is, I watched this half of it at my sister-in-law, and she doesn't have cable anymore. She has all streaming service, and she's not even young. She's younger than me, but she's in her mid-30s, right?
But you know what? Do you guys want to know what the biggest video streaming service is for kids under 10, right? Or kids under 15 right now?
What?
Well, besides Disney Plus.
Yeah, I was gonna say Disney Plus.
Besides Disney Plus, TikTok.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
That's what most young people under 15 watch videos now. Not YouTube.
Less than a minute long videos.
Yeah, less than 10 seconds.
My wife does she does cake. If you ever want to follow her, she is Wonderful Witty Cake. And she has a pretty big follower, actually. She has more than me.
Way to go, Whitney.
But she does this one TikTok or reel. They call it reel on
Reels.
Reels. Yeah, and she does this, I don't know, this buttercream, and she swirls it, and it got like millions upon millions views on it.
Wow.
And I'm serious, like, what the hell am I doing wrong? Like, I can't even get 100 views. Like, but it just shows you
attention span.
Yes, it's the attention span. I know I do this for fun. I'm not here to get paid. I don't know how many people actually watch my YouTube and listen all the way through. Maybe a handful, but if they don't, I'm not butthurt about it. But I already know they're not gonna like some of the stuff we talk about, because not all my friends are interested in what we like, which is movies. And so, and I like to think I'm a big nerd, but there's part of me that I'm still a jock as well. I'm pretty multitask when it comes to life. I'm all over the place. But so I feel like the attention, when she did that swirl, it's a great swirl. My wife is good at what she does, but it's just a swirl. And she got millions views on this thing. And I'm like, what the heck, man? But it just shows you that the average, like you were saying, the younger kids, they don't have that much attention span. If they see it, they'll watch it and they'll be like, oh, okay, this is cool. But it's just a short thing, It's like they can't sit for 3 hours and 45 minutes, guys. That's a long time to be sitting there and watching a TV show or even an award show.
Yeah.
This Oscar to me just proves to me that the old ways are dying. It is dead. Let's just be real. It's not going anywhere. If they keep this up, they're just gonna get the same views every year.
So for example, our friend Juan, he refuses to get a subscription to Apple TV Plus or Apple TV.
Why?
Because he's kind of cheap. I'll put it out there. And the thing is, sorry, Juan.
His issue is that Apple is exclusionary.
Yeah,
that's his biggest complaint.
And that's the only way to watch Coda is to either do the free trial or to get Apple TV. And he wants to see it so bad, but he asked me straight up, so when is it coming out on DVD?
Apple TV original.
I like to have Juan on my show.
Yes, he's great to have. He's fun.
I just feel like this type of Oscar show it's acquired taste for only certain people.
Yeah.
And that is for me and James.
Yeah.
Not so much you. Let's be honest.
No.
And I appreciate I celebrate movies. I celebrate their achievement. I celebrate the hard work that everybody goes into. It's not easy to make a movie. And so I really enjoy the Oscars. I just wish it's time to adapt and change to what the world is. And the Academy people are old people, old rich, how do you say it? Old rich white people. I don't know.
Yeah. It's been changing the last 5 years though.
Yeah.
It's gotten more.
Is it changing that much? Because they're still the same way they are, the way they're thinking. I mean, guys, Spider-Man: No Way Home was a great movie. Was it perfect? No, but it was better than Regular Pizza. It was better than Nightmare Alley. It was better than Don't Look Up. So I'm gonna keep jabbing at you at that, James. But so I think I enjoy the Oscars for what it is, and that is to celebrate movies. And so,
yeah.
But folks, I want to thank you. Let us know what you think of the slap. I want to know what you think was fake. You think it was, it was staged. You think that was real? Do you think Chris Rock deserved what he did? Do you think it was right for Will Smith to get up there and do it? I want to know your thoughts. I want to know what your opinion is, because I'm very interested in see how people can justify what Will did. I just want to hear what their reasoning is, because I haven't seen. I can give you tens and thousands of reasons why Will Smith was the bad guy in this. I haven't heard anybody giving me any reason why Chris Rock is a bad dude, besides the joke wasn't that funny. So I want to thank you guys for listening. I want to thank my guests, James and David. Thank you for joining us for this Oscar recap. Until next time, be kind.